How's it going? Gonna do something a little bit different today. A little bit different than the normal videos you're used to seeing me make. Kind of announcing this partnership with WorkSharp Tools. They're setting me up with some of their products to try out, and we've got some other little projects coming down the line too. So just kind of a little preface on that stuff that's going to be going on. And we're going to dig into this box and see what they sent me and go through and maybe try some of this stuff out. Full disclosure, I was given this and I am biased. They're a local company. I love to work with local companies and support people in these smaller businesses. They're helping me out. I'm really into those guys. They're very cool. So I suppose it's as close to a paid advertisement as you can get, but I don't care because I like it. So it won't necessarily be a review, but we're going to use it. So yeah, let's check it out. So here we go. Let's open this thing up. See what we got. Side a little bit. So let's see, we got the Precision Adjust knife sharpener. So this looks like the little guillotine style. Sweet. So we got that. What else we got in here? So then we also got this Ken Onion Edition sharpener. It looks kind of like a little mini 2x72 grinder. So we got that. They threw in this blade grinding attachment for that guy right there. And it looks like a little belt kit as well. Sweet, so let's check some of this stuff out. Okay, I think I'm gonna get into this guy first. I think I'm most excited about that. I've been just using one of these Lansky sharpeners and then stones and that kind of stuff, and they do a good job, but I'm excited to try one of these out and see what we got. So it's got a little base. Looks like that guy clips in like that. So then there's the guy to clip your blade in. Aha, I see it. Rotates there maybe to loosen that. This is going to be funny. This is going to look like a dum-dum trying to figure these things out because I'm literally looking at this for the first time. But we're going to tinker. Anyways, we'll get there. Looks like so that guy sticks in there. Rotate your blade around. And then appears to be a three grits on here. Aha, I see it. Oh, cool. They just snap around. So what does it got? 600, 320. Looks like a little ceramic pad. So that slides on there. So what we got here? I assume this goes something like that. Cool. Get your blade in there. Looks like you can adjust the angles here. Sweet. That's awesome. Set that one aside. Okay. Knife and tool sharpener, Ken Onion edition. That's cool. Let's see. I'm gonna skip all the, ooh, I like how, ooh, look at this fiber reinforced plastic. It looks high quality. I'm not an unboxing channel, so, you know. I don't wear white gloves, I wear bandages. Start again. Cool. Instruction manual. Nice. It comes with some different grits for the belts. Ooh. Those are cool. Almost look like a little strop or a little Scotch-Brite kind of a belt. That's cool. Nice. So there's that piece. Turn it around a little bit. And then this is the blade grinding attachment. Okay, so there's the larger belts. Dang! There's the deal. Cool, so I take it. Probably gotta lose this belt. Edge guide, so that's this way. That rotates the machine here. Is it just spring loaded? Sure is. Alright, so I assume that comes off. I mean, I could read some instructions, but that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? Guy reading instructions is not the most riveting content on YouTube, I imagine. Okay, yeah, so it looks like this guy comes off. This one attaches on. Bam, boom, bam. Let me check this out, and then we'll do a closer up angle. All right, so I caved, and I looked at the instructions. So easier than I thought. So there's a little lever back here to adjust that, and it just, that guy pops off. This guy hooks on like that, and then there's this little drive wheel, reverse thread. Tighten that down in there, and then you can throw a belt on it. So let's see here. Are these directional? Yeah, a lot of times I think this thing's going to spin that way, so we probably want it, yeah. So I guess you can lock that forward position. Bring your belt across. Looks something like that. Pretty cool. So then it looks to me like the tracking adjustment here. That's more worse. I see it, I see it. Too much. Ooh, that might be the spot right there. Sweet. All right, let's see. Let's plug it in. there's a, it's like the speed control down here on this trigger. So you can kind of adjust that speed, I would imagine. Yep, sure is. It's pretty slick. It says start with medium speed. And then it looks like the angle adjustment is here, so you kind of loosen this backside up, and then you can bring that thing out. That's awesome. Nice. Pretty sick. Let's sharpen a knife. So it looks pretty straightforward at this point. I'm gonna mess with this little Puko that I made. My mess ups usually become my daily user knives. I messed up my touch mark on there, so this one is mine. A little quick aside though. How on point is that sticker game? That's awesome. I'm a big sticker fan myself. Stoked on that. So, all right. I guess now it's just sharpen a knife. So here we go. That's pretty cool. So that was, hold on, let me fix this. So like I was saying, this is a knife that I kind of messed up my touch mark on, so it wasn't one that I was going to send out. And that being said, I really did not go through and finish the hand sanding on this, where I would normally have really flattened out this primary bevel and gotten into into these plunge lines and stuff and really cleaned that up and made it nice. So what was kind of interesting is I went a little crazy there beyond just putting an edge on it. And I'll show a little bit of this too. I'm going to mess with some more, but I was getting into that plunge line right there. So if you're a knife maker, you know, instead of going whole hog on your 2x72, this might be a kind of a cool thing for just doing the little detail stuff and cleaning up those plunge lines, because that is a pain in the ass. It's a pain. So, yeah, let's mess with this thing some more. All right, so that being said, let me get in the camera here. That being said, I'm going to go all in here. I got this one side where the plunge line is kind of nasty, and there's all these, you can see, I'll show it in a minute, there's some serious 36 grit scratches in this from just roughing in that bevel. I'm gonna just use this thing and touch up my full primary grind and everything on this one side, and then see what's up with this side. It's got a little flat platen right here as it spun around. So I'm gonna try this out too. Focus. There we go. It's better. So it was like that side there. You can see there's some 36 grit marks. That was pretty crusty. That plunge line is real nasty. And that's just using that flat platen on the backside. Full disclosure, there's a little bit of, come on, you focus. There's a little bit of slop in between this flat platen on this backside and the belt. I glued a little piece of veg tan leather in there to give it a little backer, and it was just the right thickness, and that belt rides really nice on that and made a nice little flat surface. So if you're going to use that flat platen to clean up a little blade like that or clean up plunge lines, that's definitely a quick and easy way to modify that. But that's awesome. That looks way better. So I'm not going to put too much lipstick on this pig, but that's kind of just a cool experiment. It cleaned up. Pretty sweet. So I'm going to get back into the sharpening aspect. Bump up a grit here. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's got a nice shiny edge on it. Feels pretty good. So the last thing we got in here, they sent over some stropping belts. Stropping belt kit. Looks like there's a couple of polishes in here. Green one, honing compound, so a little rougher grit, and red one, polishing compound. So let's try that. Let's strop this thing. It's pretty cool. I like this thing, and whether I am biased or not, I'm going to use it because this is cool. Especially if you're doing a pile of knives, it's a lot nicer to sit down and work on this thing right in front of you than stand at the grinder forever or sit there with stones or those little land skis. This is definitely a lot more relaxing. All right, here we go. So normally I might try to cut some paper, but this is pretty thick blade, and I put a 30 degree on here because I abuse the crap. This is the one I carry around, but that's some hard maple. Pretty sweet. Still pops some hairs. That's awesome. Let's check this out. So this should be right around that 30 mark. So I'll hit it with this with the 30 and then see if I can do better than that freehand situation with this guy. All right, that goes in there. Should I go with the whole? Let's just go. We're gonna start at there's a 320, 600 in a ceramic. So we kind of went through that guy and we tested it out there. So let's just do a You guys will have to tell me if there's any tips and tricks, the Worksharp guys. It looks like I'm not using this thing right. Dang. Nice. That's pretty, that stone is no joke. If I was going to be creative and figure out how I would use all this stuff together, I would think making a nice, consistent micro bevel on this thing and then jumping over once you're past the ceramic and using those stropping belts on the Ken Onion machine. That might be the way right there. 'Cause I sharpen a lot of knives, but freehand on a belt grinder, it ain't. I don't know if that's for me. I usually prefer a machine like this if I'm trying to get something just really, really on point, perfect little micro bevel. I'm not good enough to freehand a perfect micro bevel like that. But I mean, we saw with that hard maple, you know, that did the job. So nice, man. Yeah, that raises a burr real fast. That's 600. I suppose you should go boom, take that out. That's pretty cool. That's on a magnet like that. Fit that guy back in there. Boom. Snap. Yeah, that's sweet. I like that a lot so far. That's putting a nice clean bevel on here. Pretty quick, yeah. These little diamond stones are pretty nice. I'm gonna go one more time on this side. So I'm gonna do just the ceramic and then I'll kind of test it. Cut a little piece of paper, cut on that chunk of hard maple, and then I want to hit it one more time with that ceramic and then hit that strop belt on that Ken Onion machine and see what that does. Feels nice and smooth. All right, here we go. Okay. Set that aside. That's cool. I like that. That is, no matter what you say, I don't want to call anybody out or throw anybody under the bus. But if you've been using one of these Lansky deals and you got to flip it in the vise and go around every time, that's a pain in the ass. That's a lot nicer. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Let's find a piece of paper. Sacrificial clipboard paper. Here we go. Take a couple little cuts on that. See where you guys. This is fold. Okay. I got one little spot there where it's grabbing a touch. I hope I can feel it. Or didn't quite. Normally, like I said, you're gonna strop this. This isn't stropped at all. This is just off that ceramic. So. All right. That's pretty sweet. All right, like I said, this is a 30-degree bevel. This is not ideal for a paper cut test with blade geometry there. All right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it back in here. I'm gonna go one more time. All right. That's sweet. This is magnetic. It just pops back in, and that's cool. Okay, here we go. Red is the polishing. All right, here we go. Yeah, I mean, that feels better with that little strop. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, I can definitely tell a difference on that maple too. That's some hard maple, man. Sweet. So I'm just gonna start by saying thank you, WorkSharp. I appreciate you approaching me, getting together. Local business, super into that. This is really great stuff. Again, full disclosure, they didn't pay me to say I like it. They gave me the product, but I like it. And I'm definitely gonna use it. Like any tool, you gotta figure it out. You gotta get the hang of it to do the best you can with it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna spend a bunch of time with these and sharpen a pile of knives and figure out how this all works best for me. But yeah, just thank you guys. Like I said, we're making some plans to do some cool stuff in the future, some YouTube videos with me and the workshop dudes and vice versa. We're gonna do some fun stuff. So hell yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you next time.